Hey, you ready to go home? Huh? I'm ready to go home. You gotta go home. We gotta go home and give you a bath. Look at you. You are so filthy. Oh my gosh. You are dirty. Okay, let's go home. Alexa, take me home.
Getting directions to home.
Oh, now all of a sudden you know where I live?
Head south toward Old State Highway A, Sunshine Drive.
Well, that was fun, huh, Angel? You gotta get buckled in. Go home and give you a bath.
Right now for a free no-risk consultation. 800-278-1120. 800-278-1120. You have nothing to lose but everything to gain. 800-278-1120.
I'm Michelle Polino. Amazon Prime Video is getting slammed for streaming a cut version of It's a Wonderful Life that viewers say
Take the next left onto Old State Highway A, Sunshine Drive.
that explains why George Bailey, the hero of the film, suddenly rediscovers the will to live. In that scene, Bailey declares his wish never to have been born and is shown how bleak life would have been without him. Social media users blasted the edit as an abomination, sacrilege, and pointless, accusing Amazon of turning a timeless film into narrative nonsense, especially for first-time viewers unfamiliar with the story. The film follows a small-town banker on the brink of suicide who is shown by his guardian angel.
Continue on Old State Highway A for 2 miles.
Leading him to realize his life has profound value. Legal experts told the New York Post the cut may be copyright related. Fans of Outlander received a holiday gift as the final season approaches. Starz has dropped a bonus teaser for the upcoming 8th installment, released as part of the 12 Days of Outlander fan event.
I've never gone this way before, Angel.
Not just to a belief in something greater, but in us.
The official log line reads, Jamie and Claire soon find the wars follow them home to Fraser's Ridge. With the new arrivals, the Frasers are confronted with what they are willing to sacrifice for the place they call home and for each other as family secrets come to light and threaten to tear them apart from within. Season 8 of Outlander premieres March 6th on Starz. And Big Brother star Mickey Lee has died. Her family shared the heartbreaking news on Instagram Friday morning, remembering Lee as authentic and strong, with a spirit that left a lasting impression on fans. They also thanked supporters for their prayers and love. Lee was 35 years old and competed on season 27 of Big Brother, where she quickly became a fan favorite. That's what's trending in Nashville. Michelle Polino, Fox News.
Airbnb has once again rolled out its anti-party tool ahead of New Year's Eve. Fox's Angelo Bavaro reports.
Airbnb says it has reactivated its nationwide anti-party technology leading up to New Year's Eve. That system flags bookings that may pose a higher risk of disruptive gatherings, blocking them or redirecting guests to other listings. The company says the technology prevented more than 20,000 people in the U.S. from booking entire homes last New Year's Eve. Airbnb also reports party complaints dropped by more than 50% over the past 5 years. Angelo Bavaro, Fox News.
Well, here's an accolade you might not want. The automaker with the most recalls this past year? Ford. Fox's Jessica Rosenthal has that story.
The latest recall for Ford vehicles involved electric F-150s and electric Mustangs over a parking function issue that increased rollaway risk. The biggest recall, though, was for nearly 1.5 million cars of varying types due to a rear view camera issue. In many cases, they were like blank or distorted screens. In all, the car maker had more than 150 recalls in 2025. Honda came in second with more than 50 recalls. Also this year, Ford scaled back on future EV production, and that's resulted in the company recording $19.5 billion in accounting write-downs and restructuring costs. Jessica Rosenthal, Fox News.
Businesses are bracing for a wave of not-so-happy returns as unwanted holiday gifts head back to stores. With the gift-giving season over, retailers enter what's often called return awareness.
In a quarter mile, turn left onto State Highway A, State Road A.
The National Retail Federation says about 17% of holiday purchases are expected to come back. Adobe Analytics reports return activity spikes right after Christmas and stays elevated well into January. Clothing, shoes, and electronics lead the list with the top.
Turn left onto State Highway A, State Road A.
Rushed buys and simply unwanted gifts.
Fox on Tech. What kind of laws are needed to protect kids online? Texas lawmakers are having some trouble figuring that out. A federal judge in Austin, Texas, earlier this week blocked a Texas state law that would have taken effect in January, requiring anyone under the age of 18 get a parent's permission.
Continue on State Highway A for 1.5 miles.
The Computer and Communications Industry Association sued Texas, saying young users have a First Amendment right to access those apps on their own, plus it places an undue burden on app stores and even parents in making them regulate the kids' online choices. Texas, through its state attorney general, will be appealing the ruling to the U.S. Fifth Circuit. Australia recently became the first country to enact age-based restrictions in the digital world by prohibiting social media use by children under the age of 16. With Fox on Tech, I'm Evan Brown, Fox News.
Fox weather coming up next, followed by your top stories at the bottom of the hour.
Precise, personal, powerful. Is America's weather team in the palm of your hands? Get Fox weather updates throughout your busy day, every day. Subscribe and listen now at foxnewspodcasts.com or wherever you get your podcasts.
Is it just me, or has watching TV gotten way more complicated than it used to be? There are like a million different services.
In half a mile, turn right onto State Road P.
And don't even get me started on the bills.
I like State Road P. It's a fun road to drive, especially if you're on a motorcycle.
Take the next right onto State Road P. Continue on State Road P for 6 miles.
warmer air surging farther north, and this is going to mostly allow for rain into the northeast, but areas like northern New England or the higher terrains in the northeast will probably get a couple inches of snow. By the time this all passes, temperatures will be falling to 10 to 15 degrees below normal into the northeast throughout the beginning of the work week. Now moving into the new year, yet another shift in the weather pattern, setting the stage for the start of 2026. A strong ridge of high pressure that dominated much of the country during Christmas week will start to weaken on Sunday and into Monday. As this ridge breaks down, much cooler air is expected to return to the East Coast. To get the latest weather updates anytime, anywhere, you can download the Fox Weather app at foxweather.com.
And coming up in top stories at the bottom of the hour, the Northeast is a bit of a mess after a major snowstorm, slushy streets, and flight delays. And President Trump is working this holiday weekend, meeting with Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky at Mar-a-Lago, trying to hammer out a deal with Russia.
Updating you every 15 minutes with the latest headlines. I'm Brett Baer, and this is Fox News Headlines 24/7.
Travel trouble in the Northeast. I'm Jane Fergus, Fox News. About 50 million Americans are digging out after a fierce winter storm swept the Northeast, causing travel delays nationwide, despite some areas seeing lighter impacts than forecast. Fox Weather's Robert Ray is in New York's Bryant Park.
About 4.5 inches of snow fell last night in Central Park. That was not the whopper that we were expecting. Potentially up to 8 was the forecast. In Connecticut and areas like that, close to a foot. Long Island, 9 inches plus. New York City on the roads trying to plow the snow after 2 inches fell. Rock salt being put down. The travel situation in this part of the country is really not good here last night and this morning. Cancellations and delays at all 3 airports in NYC, and that will continue throughout today into tomorrow.
And that storm causing lots of headaches in Atlanta.
A lot of people who are still trying to get back home, but so far airports are not looking good. The good news, though, the snow is pretty much over. It's already been a rough start for airports. In fact, at one point, 20% of all flights out of JFK and LaGuardia were canceled.
I got 3 notices starting at 7 o'clock this morning that my flight was going to be delayed, and then they canceled it. Then I got on another airline, and they're delayed, so I'm trying to get home to Albany.
The flight problems started yesterday with more than 8,000 delays on Friday and 1,700 cancellations.
That was Fox's Caroline Elliott at Hartsfield-Jackson Airport in Atlanta. And a massive crash in Japan involving 67 vehicles in snowy weather killed 2 people and injured 26 on an expressway on Friday. America's listening to Fox News.
It is time to take the quiz.
It's 5 questions in less than 5 minutes. We ask people on the streets of New York City to play along. Let's see how you do.
Take the quiz every day at thequiz.fox. Then come back here to see how you did.
Thank you for taking the quiz.
Fox News Headlines 24/7. Sirius XM Channel 115. Every 15 minutes, news, sports, business, weather, and what's trending. The latest headlines continue right now.
President Trump will welcome Ukraine's president to Mar-a-Lago this weekend. Fox's Jared Halpern has a preview from Washington.
There will be no deal between Ukraine and Russia without approval from President Trump. The president making that clear in a Friday interview with Politico, telling the outlet, Zelensky doesn't have anything until I approve it. Zelensky will make his case tomorrow at Mar-a-Lago as the U.S. tries to put the finishing touches on a 20-point peace plan. Ukraine's president says he's willing to establish a demilitarized economic zone in the Donbas region if Russia agrees to withdraw troops, something Moscow has thus far rejected, instead demanding Ukraine cede that territory. In Washington, Jared Halpern, Fox News.
A terminal at San Francisco International Airport had to be evacuated Friday morning over a potential bomb scare. Fox News San Francisco's Jana Yakutsana is at the airport with more.
San Francisco police officers say they shut down traffic and and evacuated an area around SFO's domestic Terminal 1 after a police canine dog trained to detect explosives flagged a suspicious unattended package. For more than 2 hours, traffic backed up as passengers trying to make their flights had to find a way around through other terminals. Around 10:30 a.m., police determined Terminal 1 was safe to reopen. The chaos added to an already stressful travel day. Strong winds at SFO combined with bad weather in Southern California and severe snowstorms on the East Coast led to canceled flights and delays.
AAA says more than 122 million Americans are expected to travel at least 50 miles this holiday period. And a strong 7.0 magnitude earthquake struck off Taiwan's northeast coast today. The quake hit about 20 miles offshore, according to Taiwan's weather administration. I'm Jane Fergus, and this is Fox News.
Fox News headlines 24/7, 5 and 35 past every hour. The latest in sports is coming up next. You're listening to Fox News headlines 24/7 on Sirius XM channel 115. News, sports, business, weather, and what's trending. This is Fox News headlines 24/7, Sirius XM channel 115. Fox Sports Update.
Let's go bowling. While we wait for the college football playoffs to get going again on New Year's Eve, we have 8 bowl games on the schedule today between teams that didn't qualify but are either looking to end the season on a high note or get an early look at some guys for next season. On paper, the best game of the day is just about to get started. It's the only one featuring a pair of teams both ranked in the top 25 nationally, with number 22 Georgia Tech taking on number 12 BYU in the Pop-Tarts Bowl. Now we can talk X's and O's here. BYU barely missed the playoffs and has a chip on its shoulder. Georgia Tech QB Haynes King playing in his final game, blah, blah, blah. But this is a Pop-Tarts Bowl. Give it a Google. There is a lot going on here, mainly at the end of the game when the winning team gets to choose which flavor of Pop-Tarts mascot it wants, then watches it go into a giant toaster and then digs in and eats it. I'm 100% serious about that. Like I said, give it a Google. On that note, probably worth mentioning that
in a quarter mile, turn left onto State Highway P, State Road P.
As he would say. Actually, we're just going to keep going here. All right, back to the games. Meanwhile, the Pinstripe Bowl featured a couple of big game programs that expected to be competing for a national title, but ended up having nightmare seasons instead. With Penn State, which went from being ranked second in the country preseason to firing its head coach
at the stop sign, turn left onto State Highway P, State Road P.
Season, but also ended up being unranked. So, in a game that was maybe expected to be a playoff matchup, instead it gets played at Yankee Stadium in the brutal cold and just ended with Penn State taking it 22-10. Staying in Northeast baseball stadiums, it's UConn against Army in the Fenway Bowl that's played at home of the Boston Red Sox. Now, UConn won this game last year.
In a quarter mile, turn right onto County Highway P, State Highway P.
7 with just under 3 minutes to go in the first half. In the Military Bowl, East Carolina beats Pitt 20-13, giving the Pirates their first 9-win season since 2013. You can listen to and follow the Fox Sports Podcast at foxsports.com or wherever you get your podcasts. I'm Greg Thompson.
Thank you, Greg. AI now being used to detect return fraud. That story ahead.
Take the next right onto County Highway P, State Highway P.
College football.
Big Santa Claus over here. Check it out on the right over here. Where'd it go? Oh, there it is.
Continue on County Highway P for 2 miles.
The big Santa Claus and the reindeer. Look. Look. Look at Santa Claus. Look. Santa Claus and the reindeer. No, over here. Here's some Santa Claus. And cows. Big snowman.
Are on Sirius XM. Get the channel number for your school's broadcast at SiriusXM.com/sports or search college football on the SiriusXM app for expert analysis. Check out College Sports Radio, channel 84.
Paid for by Hims & Hers Health. Plans not available everywhere. Compounded drug products are not approved or evaluated for safety, effectiveness, or quality by the FDA. Prescription required. Restrictions at forhers.com apply. Actual price depends on plan purchase. Ozempic and Wegovy are FDA approved, non-compounded, and registered trademarks of Novo Nordisk A.S., which Hims Inc. is neither affiliated nor endorsed by.
Trying to lose weight? It's time to try Hers. At forhers.com/info, you can access affordable, doctor-trusted weight loss treatment plans tailored to you. These include oral medication kits or compounded GLP-1 injections with the
Now the sun's coming out.
as Ozempic and Wegovy. Through Hers, pricing for compounded GLP-1 injections starts at just $199 a month for a 6-month plan when paid in full upfront. No hidden fees, no membership fees. Hers brings expert care straight to you with 100% online access to personalized treatments that put your goals first. Reach your weight loss goals with help through Hers. Get started at forhers.com/info to access affordable, doctor-trusted weight loss treatment plans. That's forhers.com/info. forhers.com/info.
In half a mile, turn right onto Missouri 110 West.
Bigger and more powerful than any battleship ever built, he says.
They'll help maintain American military supremacy, revive the American shipbuilding industry, and inspire fear in America's enemies all over the world.
Flanking the president,
At the stop sign, turn right onto Missouri 110 West, then turn left.
Defiant, armed with hypersonic missiles, nuclear cruise missiles, and high-powered laser technology.
Once completed, these new 30 to 40,000 ton plus vessels will be the flagships of the American naval fleet.
2 Trump-class ships will initially be ordered, but President Trump says about 24 will eventually be built. The president says he is also going to meet with defense contractors about cost overruns and production delays. In Washington, Jared Halpern, Fox News.
A service for product returns is using AI to spot fraud. Fox Business's Max Gordon reports from Los Angeles.
Inside a Southern California warehouse, around 250 robots are rushing around, sorting some of this year's gifts that just didn't work out. Happy Returns, which is owned by UPS, acts as a reverse logistics company for retailers. They allow customers to bring back items to one of their so-called return bars located in UPS stores and some retailers, which are then sorted and sent back to the sellers. And among these returns, there's fraud. According to a survey of merchants, 9% of all returns are aimed at scamming retailers. To crack down on the fraud, Happy Returns is using AI to scan returned items suspected to be different than the ones that were sold. When a fraudulent return is found, the customer is denied a refund, sparing the retailer from a loss.
Happy Returns processes millions of items every month, but Christmas time, no surprise, is their busiest time of the year. There's a contingent of parents who want a safer, screen-free childhood for their kids. Fox's C.B. Cotton takes a look at parents going old school for their children.
Pew Research revealed more than 40% of parents say they could be doing a better job managing their kids' screen time. Aaron Lochner, author of The Opt-Out Family, has what some might call an extreme take.
Parenting without screen time is a lot easier than parenting with it.
Even some of the highest profile tech executives say they are raising their kids with a low-tech lifestyle.
When I interviewed over 250 sources in and out of Silicon Valley, they had child development experts on their team. And what that showed was they know sort of the key to your child's delight. And so I think most parents feel very powerless to that.
But there's good news.
We have everything that technology cannot give, which is eye contact and warmth and a little shoulder pat on the way to the kitchen.
C.B. Cotton, Fox News.
A fire tears through the historic Old Port waterfront in Portland, Maine, damaging aging buildings and several boats. Flames and smoke spread through the structures along the Custom House Wharf, a 19th and 20th century hub for Portland's fishing industry that now includes seafood restaurants. First responders deployed a fireboat to spray water from the harbor to douse the flames due to issues caused by frozen fire hydrants. The cause of the fire is still under investigation. One firefighter sustained minor injuries. It is 42 past the hour. Time for Fox Business.
A leading bourbon maker pauses production at one of its distilleries. I'm Hillary Barsky with the Fox News Headlines Business Update. Jim Beam is halting production at its distillery in Claremont, Kentucky for at least a year as the whiskey industry navigates tariffs and waning demand for a product that needs years of aging before it's ready. Jim Beam said the decision will give the company time to invest in improvements at the distillery. The bottling and warehouse at the site will remain open, along with the James B. Beam Distilling Company Visitors Center and Restaurant. The company's larger distillery in Boston, Kentucky will continue to operate. Employees at the distillery are being reassigned within the company, and right now Beam plans no layoffs. Overall, exports of American spirits fell 9% in the second quarter of this year compared to a year ago, according to the Distilled Spirits Council of the U.S. The most significant decline came in U.S. spirits exports to Canada, which fell 85% in the April through June quarter. Business news twice an hour on Fox News Headlines 24/7. I'm Hillary Barsky.
Fox weather is up next, right here on Fox News Headlines.
I'm Benjamin Hall, Fox News senior correspondent and New York Times best-selling author. Join me every Monday on my podcast as I speak with silent but noteworthy heroes. Make sure you subscribe to my podcast, Searching for Heroes with Benjamin Hall, wherever you download podcasts, and leave a rating and a review.
My name is Preston James. I've been a stock and options trader for 23 years. I used to be an active swing trader, but
where we at, Angel?
Once I discovered a no-press weekly paycheck method.
Where we at?
I'm a passive trader, hauling more cash while being able to sleep at night than I ever dreamed possible. I'm passionate about the market, and I like to keep it simple. My methods are changing thousands of lives, and I'm confident they can change yours. But let the proof do the talking. By going to accountproof.com, that's accountproof.com, you'll see a 7-minute video revealing how my Money Crest method grew a $54,000 account to $174,000 in less than 9 months. That works out to 5.8% per week. You'll see the proof right inside my real brokerage account. This is how it reaches. Once you discover this for yourself, you can start on the same path overnight. You're 7 minutes away from changing everything you thought you knew about trading and investing. Go to accountproof.com to get started. That's accountproof.com.
In your Fox weather, winter weather affecting the Northeast today as a storm clears the coast. Snow and ice causing slick travel. Freezing drizzle and sleet hit parts of Minnesota and northern Dakota. Much of the plains and Midwest staying dry and unusually warm. Warm air reaches the Great Lakes and Southeast. The Rockies turn cooler with a few snow showers, and the West Coast drying out after a wet holiday week.
Keeping you informed with headlines every 15 minutes. America is listening to Fox News Headlines 24/7.
Fox News, I'm Jane Fergus. A big northeast winter storm dumping snow on New York City and surrounding areas.
Southern Connecticut picking up about 4 spots, 8 inches of snow up toward the Finger Lakes of New York. If you wanted a big old blizzardy snowstorm, you got it. 11.5 inches of snow up by the Finger Lakes.
That was Fox Weather's Michael Estime. President Trump says the targeting of Venezuelan oil tankers is linked to anti-drug efforts.
Russia relies on shadow tankers to transport their oil shipments, and China is one of the top importers of Venezuelan oil, so unsurprisingly, they're condemning the United States.
That's Fox's Christina Coleman reporting. America's listening to Fox News.
Fox News Headlines 24/7, keeping you informed with headlines every 15 minutes. America is listening to Fox News Headlines 24/7. You're listening to Fox News Headlines 24/7 on Sirius XM Channel 115.
Coverage varies by plan, view contracts and exclusions at EnduranceWarranty.com.
This is an announcement to all United States vehicle owners who own a 2003 or newer vehicle with manufacturer.
home. He said he was going to pick up the ground.